With more couples stuck at home during the pandemic, divorce rates have spiked in recent months. An estimate from earlier this year showed the number of people looking for a divorce was 34% higher than at the same time last year. And of course, divorce is a challenge that no couple dreams about. While both spouses may hope the process goes smoothly, that's often not the case. Family law attorney Jonathan Marks with the Marks Law Firm is joining us this morning to explain how the process becomes even more difficult when narcissism is thrown into the mix. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Margie.
Yeah, so let's start by identifying what a narcissist looks like.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time people think that it really is just referring to somebody that's self-absorbed, but it's really more than that. I mean, it's when somebody's focusing on themselves so much that they just don't have the ability to see the impact on the family and what it's doing to everybody else around them. So that's the key aspect that you start to look for.
Yeah, what are some of the common characteristics you've experienced in your dealings with family law?
Yeah, you know, it's normally when you see the delusions of grandeur or the delusions of the victimhood. So the highs and the lows of somebody when you're going through the process, if somebody's always telling you they're the best parent, or somebody's telling you they're always the victim of some form of financial abuse or parental alienation, those are signs that you need to be looking for as to whether or not these are things that are actually going on, or if there is some form of narcissism that's going to affect this case.
You've identified 3 areas narcissists can cause problems with during a divorce. The first is they may drag out the process, which isn't good for either party.
Correct. Yeah, and that's really, difficult because it's hard to explain to the court and also to your client as to why this is taking so long. But the reality is, from the moment somebody walks in, if they have an agenda that they want to make sure that this takes as long as possible, they're going to be doing it through waiting to the last minute to file pleadings, making allegations that have no merit, continuing to make things more difficult and dragging out through the process. And the purpose is just trying to make sure that they continue to believe that they are the most important person within this process, as opposed to everybody else that has to be involved, from the lawyers to the court to their other spouse. So that's the key.
Yeah, and clearly that's going to drive up bills on both sides. The second aspect is a narcissist will not compromise, which I'm assuming, Jonathan, someone comes in your office, you're going to say, look, you're going to have to compromise on both sides.
Absolutely. I mean, all divorces, at some point in time, you have to have the realization that you're not going to go to get everything that you have on your to-do list. And at the end of the day, you have to be able to reach some form of a compromise. But when you endure some form of a narcissistic personality, the reality is they're just in it to win it. And as a result of it, they're going to do what they have to do to win at all costs. And the goal is going to be to outspend, outwork, and basically exhaust the other party until they finally just cave in so that it can be declared a win for the narcissist.
Yeah, and the third aspect is a narcissist will get personal.
Yeah, this to me is the worst because you're going to see the effects not just on the client, but also on the family itself. So they'll take personal attacks in 2 forms. One is with, a child custody issue, they're going to hold on to the child, always making allegations as to why the other parent is not capable of being that co-parent or having custody time. And they know that that's going to affect the emotional state of their spouse. And the other is with finances. I mean, holding money back or claiming that the other spouse is always spending. It's going to do the same thing. And at the end of the day, it just makes things so much worse going through already a difficult situation.
Attorney Jonathan Marks with the Marks Law Firm, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.